Hey everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My little hiatus, we've gotten over that. I gave you guys a little disclaimer last week when I posted my second YouTube video. So if you haven't watched that already, please backtrack. I'm gonna need you to go back, click on that video, learn how to romanticize your life, and then we can come back. Earlier this week, I asked you guys what type of videos you wanted to see from me, and someone requested my lock journey, and a lot of you agreed. So, guess what? I decided that instead of making a lock journey video, I was just gonna tell y'all my entire hair journey because in my opinion, it's been a wild ride. I've been through a lot with my hair, and I'm at a place where I'm not afraid to do things with my hair. Like, if it feels right for me, then I'm gonna do it. So I just want to take you guys through this entire journey with me because I definitely had a perm. I've been natural, still natural, but I got locks. Like, it's been a journey, as I've said before. So please stay tuned. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment them down below so that I can answer you guys, help you guys, give you guys some advice, or even take in some tips from you guys who may have gone through some of the same hair struggles as me. But without further ado, I'm gonna take you guys back to where this party started, which was October 16th, 1999 at approximately, I think, 8:50 p.m. A star was born, a gem was given to the earth, a goddess even was presented in human form. And I know it's not hard for you guys to guess that that was me. So thanks guys. But it all started on my birth date, guys. I was born with a full head of hair. So sorry to my mother. I was born with a full head of hair. I had like this little afro. If I can find a way to, I'll insert a picture for you guys, but I had like this little baby afro, head full of hair, literally just thick hair, and it looks like an afro. Like, I think the placenta perm literally skipped me. So no placenta perm on me over here, literally just straight afro from the time I was born. My hair, like I said before, is super thick, and you could see that from day one. So I was blessed. Your girl was blessed. I've never been bald-headed. For real though, I was really born with a full head of hair, and I just pray that when it's time for me to have kids, that I also have kids born with a full head of hair. I know that that might be at my own expense, but it was just so beautiful. It's like always just so beautiful to look at my baby pictures and just see, like, be able to see the progress of my hair from the time I was born to now. Oh, disclaimer, you guys, if you guys see me looking down, I have notes, so don't mind me. I'm not like distracted or anything. As a child, I would say that my hair was like super thick and puffy. I wouldn't really, like, it was super coily, but at the same time, I never really had moments where I was able to actually see my curls or acknowledge my curl pattern. It was mostly just like puffy all the time, but not from it being unhealthy, because don't get it twisted, baby girl. This hair has always been healthy. We have a little ever where there was a little mishap, but in its natural state, it's always been healthy. I would describe my hair as thick, puffy. I would say super healthy, dry. Like, my mother kept this head moisturized because, baby, it took nothing for my hair to be like, okay, we're thirsty, feed us, give us some water, some something before we die, quench our thirst. Like, my hair is dramatic. And your girl's curls could get dry. When I was little, what my mom used to do was she would wash my hair every other week and she would braid it, and I would have like the same braid style. Once again, if I can find some pictures and find a way to insert them, I will show you guys those pictures. But I would get my hair washed every 2 weeks, and then my mom would braid my hair herself. And of course, she would use hair grease. She would use some pomade, put that right up in the hair, start braiding. But I had the same braid style every time my mom did my hair. It was like, I had like really rare moments when I would end up with a different hairstyle or something that I requested. But other than that, my mom had like a signature style, and to this day, if she does like my little sister or my baby cousin's hair, they have the same hairstyle that I grew up having. And it's not that my mom doesn't have variety, it's just that, like, why think too hard when you already have something that's working? You feel me? And she's a very hardworking mother. So in her defense, like, convenience, if you could find a way to stay in convenience or whatever, then she was gonna do that. While that was my mother's MO, girl, it was not mine. I was fed up. Like, I had moments where I was just like, mommy, like, I have a braid style I want you to do on me. Or, mommy, instead of braiding my hair, can you leave my hair out so, you know, I can see how it looks? Can we try like a ponytail or da-da-da? And because my hair was so thick, my mom's hands used to literally just like hurt trying to braid my hair, detangle my hair, literally wash my hair. Everything hurt because of how thick my hair was and for how long she was doing my hair. So it was always just like a no. Like I said before, whatever was convenient is what was gonna work for her. And ponytails might be convenient for the moment that she does them, but then 3 hours later, when I come to you with 3 leaves in my hair from being outside and a little dirt crumb in my scalp, what are you supposed to do after you know you just washed my hair? Because that would piss me off. I wanted variety. I was not satisfied. I was just like, every time I request a hairstyle, I never get it. I see all these cute little hairstyles on these little girls, and I don't have that. I want something that will give me variety. And in my eyes, what would give me variety was a perm, because my mother had a perm and I saw how much easier it was for her to do her hair than to do mine. And then on top of that, my little sister, who's like 5-6 years younger than me, she has like loose curls. So her hair, while my hair is like a 4B, 4C, I would say her hair is more like maybe like a 3C, perhaps some pieces of 4A in her hair. So my mom used to wash her hair every week, and she would always get her hair braided, and she never got a perm. Like, my mom made that decision from the time that she was little that she would never get a perm because her hair was way too soft. Meanwhile, my hair was just like my mother's hair. It was super thick, super dense. Like, it feels like it could take anything. Like, any hit you throw at my hair, it feels like it could just take it. Like, you know those commercials where they used to like take the girl's hair and tie it in a knot to like show you how strong the hair is? Yeah, them girls had nothing on me, because this, baby, there's people out here praying for the thickness that my hair provides, okay? It's just too thick, thick, thick. When I was little, besides those braid styles, so after my mom would braid my hair, I would wear a stocking at night. So we wasn't wearing like bonnets and silk scarves and none of that. Not in my Haitian household. So we would take literal like stockings that you would put on for church. We would take those stockings and we would put them on our heads, and then take like the legs of the stocking and just wrap that around, kind of like how guys do with do-rags. And that's how we would go to sleep at night. Ooh, I remember one time I went to school and my hair was not done. And this only happened to me once, y'all. Like, my mama kept me straight. So I remember one time my mom was working in the hospital and she had to do night shift. And lucky for me, I have a father who is well versed, so he could do my hair. And my mom was just like, okay, I gotta hurry up, get on shift, so your dad's gonna do your hair before you go to school. So I was just like, okay, cool. Like, I trust my dad. He's done my hair before. That's fine, cool. He hasn't done my hair a lot. I can only really remember like one time that my dad did my hair, but I knew I trusted him. So I was just like, all right, cool. That's perfectly fine. I'm like 7, y'all. And my mom goes to work and I wake up and I'm like, daddy did my hair. When I tell y'all, I really look like what's that girl? Oh my God, bro, what's her name? The one from, is it Rugrats? The doll, Cynthia. Is it Cynthia? I'm gonna put a picture. Is it Cynthia? Yo, that is how I look. I woke up in the morning and I was just like, daddy, my hair. And we woke up late, so we were in a rush to get to school. And my dad was just like, you just gonna have to take this one on the chin for today. And y'all, when I tell you, I could never do that again. That was terrible, because I'm literally in elementary school. My hair is always done. I'm not used to this. And now I look like a little doggy going to school, and my hair is wild, and everyone is gonna be able to see me and notice and make fun of me, and it just was not a look. It was not cute. Don't forgive my mom or my dad to this day because of that, because why would y'all, Like, let's get on the same page. Okay, y'all, so when I was in 3rd grade, I was 8 years old, and my mom had finally agreed to let me get a perm because, like I said before, y'all, her hands was like becoming crippled at that point from just doing my hair all the time. And then on top of that, she was doing my sister's hair. And while my sister's hair was easier to take care of and manage, it was a lot. It was a lot for her. She finally agreed to let me get a perm. And she gave me the option. She showed me the like just for me perm box in the beauty supply store, and she let me choose, like, do you want to have texturized hair or do you want to have permed hair? Like, do you want me to just loosen up your curls or do you want your hair to be completely straight? And I debated, like, y'all, the Libra in me, it just comes out, y'all. When it comes time for decision making, I'm Pundy River. Like, just, I can't make up my mind. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, dang, loosen up my curls. Like, that would be really nice. Even though I didn't like know for real how my curls look, I know how I wanted them to look at that time. And I was 8, y'all. So I was just like, But then I ended up choosing the straight hair. So she just, let that texturizer sit for the entire time. I really don't understand like the difference between a texturizer and a perm. So if y'all could just drop a comment down below to let your girl know, because I did start off with a texturizer and then eventually moved on to a perm, but I really didn't see a difference in how my hair turned out or reacted to both. So if y'all know the difference, please let me know. But yeah, I had a texturizer and I loved it. Like, after it was done and I seen my hair straight for the first time, I was just like, oh, why did I not do this before? Like, I was in love, y'all. I felt like I was finally free. Like, I didn't have to sit there and like get my hair pulled anymore, which was literally the worst part of having my natural hair. Just sitting there while my mom would detangle my hair, it was not a vibe. Your girl could not be like young, sexy, and cool in that moment. But having my perm, 8-year-old me was literally just like, this is a vibe, this is a look. So I was excited. I went to school, like, my hair was always done, y'all, and I wasn't going to the hair salon at this point. I was getting my hair washed and done at home. So I would get it washed at home. They would put a roller set in my hair and then just blow dry my hair until it was dry. With the roller set in, and then I would wrap my hair at night and put on a scarf. I think I moved on to scarves at this point. So then I would put on a scarf and then I would head to bed. And I was still getting my hair washed every other week. Same routine when it came to washing. It's just that now styling and detangling are different. And your girl was going to school eating up the girlies because I had hair. And y'all know in the early 2000s, like, having real hair was really like, if you had real hair and it was long, you was really that girl. Now, my hair wasn't long. It was like calm little medium length. I think when I first permed my hair, that it was like somewhere around collarbone, like a little past collarbone length in the front, and then in the back, it was just a little down my back or something like that. But it was straight and it was healthy, and that was the look. That was the look for the girls. So I was really eating the girlies up in school because your girl had hair and it looked so nice. Like, when I tell y'all, my hair was always done and it was always a vibe. Like, I always looked nice. I felt so good. But the reason why I got the perm is because I wanted more variety in my hair, because I wasn't able to experiment with styles when I had my loose natural hair out, because I was only a child and could only do what my mom would like do to my hair, and that wasn't much. So I wanted a perm so that I could like finally have experience doing my own hair and finally have some of that variety, right? So y'all, tell me how I get this perm. And it's all a facade, because my mom is like, you better not put your hand in your hair. You're not doing nothing to your hair. I will style your hair in the morning before school. What? What? That's not why I did this, and you know that. Why would you put me through this? Like, I finally feel like that girl. I really feel like, this is my time to shine. I'm really the Beyonce of the group, and now you're really bringing me down. Like, you're really bringing me down, Mom. It was for good reason, because she could not trust me with my hair. Like, she felt like I would end up breaking off my hair because I would be caring for it wrong, putting up all types of products in my hair and just doing all of this nonsense, because I would be experimenting and I didn't really know how to do my hair. And she wasn't wrong. I definitely probably would have just broke off my hair if I was allowed to do it myself in the 3rd grade. You feel me? 4th grade, 5th grade, like, yeah, your girl's hair would have been gone. I can't really blame her for that. But at the same time, like, if I wasn't going to have that option, then why would you even agree, girl? Like, I only got the perm so I could eat the girlies up, and you're still the one in charge of my head of hair. This is not what I signed up for. So yeah, I was bamboozled, led astray, literally just squirrel. We get to middle school, right? And this was a time where I felt literally just like super reassured in my decision to get a perm in the first place, because in middle school I saw girls with their natural hair out, but everyone I saw with their natural hair out had either like really childish hairstyles where, you know, it's middle school and we're children, we're small children, but we feel like we're 21, 18, 25 even, but the hairstyles was given 3 years old. So I felt super reassured in my decision to get the perm, because me having a perm at least allowed me to look a little bit more mature. So I didn't look like I was 4 years old anymore. I looked like I was in middle school. And yeah, when I say look mature, it's not like these kids today where they're in middle school with a middle part bust down. That's not how I was looking. Your girl had her natural hair out. I looked like a buck-toothed child. It was a mess. Like, I couldn't even have my shoulder out in class. That's how much of a child I was in middle school. So I don't know what changed up today, but when I say mature, I mean 12. My perm allowed me to look a little bit more mature, so I didn't have to look like, you know, a 3-year-old like the rest of the natural girlies in school. So it's either the hairstyles were super childish to me, or your hair looked a mess because you didn't know how to take care of natural hair and your parents didn't know how to take care of natural hair. And I didn't want to be on either end of the spectrum. And then to add on top of that, y'all, in middle school, so like, okay, so I grew up in Brooklyn, right? And in New York, everyone is basically Caribbean. Like, it is the melting pot for the Caribbean at that point. Like, all of my friends' parents was from somewhere. My whole generation was like 1st gen American born or whatever. So everyone I knew was like Haitian, Jamaican, Trini, Guyanese, Bajan, Dominican. Like, everybody I knew was from somewhere, right? And it was rare for me to like find people and for them to be like, oh, I'm just American. I used to get mistaken for being Trini all the time. Like, yo, I'm Haitian, right? But I have literally thick hair. I had like super thick eyebrows because I wasn't allowed to get them done. I was 11. So I had super thick eyebrows. My skin color, I had a perm. So anytime my hair was like freshly done, it looked like it was naturally straight. And then on top of that, I'm just super hairy. So, and that gave like Indian to them. And because it gave Indian, but they also knew I was black, to them it gave Trini. And when I tell y'all, I used to argue people down. Like, how are you gonna tell me what I am? I promise you, my family is like not from Trinidad in no way, shape, or form, right? And that was just a thing that used to happen. Like, even when I went off to high school and moved out of Brooklyn, I was still getting mistaken for like Indian, Trini. Like, the people will argue you down. They don't care what you have to say. So like, that was an experience in itself, and it only happened when I had a perm in my hair. Like, being mistaken for Trinidadian or Indian never happened after I went natural. It was literally just when I had a perm. Remember how I told y'all my hair was always done in elementary school, always looked good? Like, after I got my perm too, my hair was always done, always looked good. Everything changed in middle school. Y'all, so in middle school, I started going to the hair salon. So I stopped getting my hair done at home. I used to go to the hair salon. So whenever I would go to the hair salon, I went to the Dominicans. They would wash my hair, roller set it, and put me under the dryer. And sometimes I would get a deep condition, right? So I would go, they would wrap my hair at the end. Everything was fine. I would go to school that week. And for that whole week, the baddest bitch you ever seen. Like, I was really, like I said before, eating the girls up. But soon as that week would be up, remember y'all, I got my hair done every other week. So as soon as that week would be done, I wasn't getting my hair done again. I had to go another week before getting my hair done. And my hair would end up dry. My roots would be puffy. My hair would like be sort of stiff. And then I would try to fix it by putting it in certain hairstyles. So like, I would put on a headband. I would put my hair in like sock buns. I would do like the little croissant bun, like that little half donut bun or whatever. And then I would try to help the dryness by like putting all types of like oils and grease and like products and pink lotion and just all of this stuff I didn't need to be putting in my hair. I was putting it in there to keep it from looking as dry as it was. And it was just making my hair more stiff. Like the second week of having my hair out was just always trash. Basura. Like it was always bad. But that first week though, so it was always super sleek, beautiful hair. I'm Indian. And then the next week is just like, girl, you was definitely not Indian and your hair is definitely not like silky and sweet. Like that's not So I went through a lot with my hair in middle school, just because I went through a long period of it just looking a hot mess, and highly would not recommend at all. This is the turning point for me, right? So I finally get to high school and I'm looking around and I'm seeing all of these girls with their natural hair out, and looks good. Like I either really love seeing their curl pattern, or I really love just seeing like how they style their natural hair. And so I'm getting intrigued because natural hair is something I've always thought about, just because I can always remember like never really getting to see my own. So it's something that was like always on my mind, and now coming to high school and seeing how good it can look, it was heavy on my mind in a sense of like, should I do it? Like, should I go natural? I started like watching YouTube in high school, like YouTubers, seriously. And that's when I started getting into watching natural hair care on YouTube as well. So I used to watch all the natural girlies. Let's see, do I have any names? But I started watching all the natural girlies on YouTube, and I started actually like doing the hairstyles that they had hair tutorials for. So if it was a twist out, a braid out, whatever, I was trying all natural hairstyles but on permed hair. And I got to a point in high school where I preferred seeing my hair curly over seeing it straight. So what I would do is when I would go to the hair salon, like I told y'all, I would leave the hair salon, I'm looking like money. I'm looking tantalizing, okay? So I would leave, I'm fine, I'm good for a week. Your girl is fine. We're not gonna do nothing with our hair. We're not even gonna touch it. We're just gonna wear it out. That second week, when I told y'all I used to really be looking crazy, that's when I would like take that weekend to braid up my hair, do something to a bantu knot to something, and then let myself rock that style for the following week until I wash my hair, and then start that whole process over again, right? Because I knew I preferred seeing my hair natural, I got to the point where I was just like, you know, maybe I just need to grow out my perm and finally just go natural. So I go to my mom and I express that to her. She was not happy. So you can imagine how that conversation went. Yeah, the answer was just basically no, absolutely not. And if you have like grown up like me, where you just have the fear of Jesus in you when it comes to your parents, then you know you just listen when they speak. So that's what I did. I just listened and I did not go natural. I just kept rocking all these natural hairstyles, but on my permed hair. Now we moved to Philly, right? So it's my junior year of high school and I moved out of Brooklyn. I moved to Philly and I decide it's upgrade time. Like we're about to be a new girl. And I started wearing protective hairstyles. So I think the first time I wore a protective hairstyle was in middle school, but I wasn't ever wearing them often. I usually just had like my hair out. But I got to Philly and I was just like, yeah, let's just keep wearing like protective styles. Like I wore the one, saw the convenience in it, and I was like, yeah, let's keep it going. So I ended up my senior year going 8 months straight just growing out my natural hair, because all I was doing was wearing protective styles. So I had no reason to like get fresh perms or anything like that, right? So it's 8 months and I'm seeing all this hair growth at the root. And of course, I'm still not allowed to like cut off my hair. Like I'm still not allowed to go natural or nothing like that. But I'm seeing the progress. It's been 8 months. I'm super excited, right? And now we have some senior activities to take care of. And my mom's like, go get a perm. And I'm like, come again? But she's like, go get a perm. So the reason why she said that was because we were trying to figure out what to do with my hair. We didn't have I don't think I had the money to go get another protective style. And because of the senior activities that it was, I wasn't about to rock box braids at my prom or graduation or anything like that. So she was just like, go get a perm. And I tried to fight it, try to find, you know, a way out of it, and I just could not. So I ended up going to the hair salon. Oh, no, going to the beauty supply shop, getting the perm, letting my mom do it and everything, and then going to the going to the hair salon and getting that perm and everything. And because I had no control at that point, or I felt like I had no control at that point over my hair, I decided to take some control, I guess. And like, guys, when I tell y'all take control, like, I had nothing to ever do with my hair besides paying for it. I didn't make decisions for my hair. I could not dye my hair, could not cut or get my hair trimmed, could not go natural. The only thing I could do was style my hair, so that's all I did do. And I still struggled in high school. Like, that mess I told y'all I looked like in middle school, yeah, it escalated in high school before I got to Philly. I'm in the hair salon and I'm getting my hair done. I got the fresh perm or whatever, and they're like, hey, can we like trim your ends? Your ends need some trimming, da 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 da. So I'm like, do it. Like, at that point I was just like, like, whatever happens, happens, just do it. And your girl did not get a trim, y'all. They cut this hair. And it wasn't like one of those times where it's just like, oh, give me a trim, and they just purposely cut their hair. Like, no, my hair actually needed that. Like, that was the trim. It just was shorter than expected because my hair was just more like, it wasn't damaged at the ends. It just like split ends, I guess. Like, you could see all of that. So they cut all of that off, and I was in love. Like, I had a bob. My hair looked good. I was highly pleased, if I do say so myself. And I got home and my mom's like, oh my God, your hair looks so beautiful. Did you do something different to it? And I'm like, no. Not at all. Same thing, same routine, nothing different, nothing new. Why'd you ask? I loved it. I just hated the fact that, once again, another perm. The summertime comes after I graduate high school, and I know I'm going off to college, right? And I lived in Philly, but I was going off to college in Delaware. So because of that, I was just like, you know what? Since I'm going off to college, I know I'm not about to be home often, except for like holidays and whatever breaks they give us. And what I can do is just make sure that each time I come home for a break, I have a protective style in my hair so that I don't have an excuse for my mom to tell me to get a perm, right? So that was my plan. I didn't put nobody else onto that plan, just me, or I think like maybe my best friend at that time, right? So that was the plan. And then I got a fresh perm before going off to college. Super annoyed by that, and I looked a mess. Like, I think I got my hair done at home. I didn't go to the hair salon. It looked a mess. I went to college looking crazy. And then the plan, it commenced. It was time to start protective styling again and growing out my hair. And the reason why that was the plan was because of those 8 months I told you about in high school, where I had those 8 months to put in protective styles, and I got to see the progress of growth. So I wanted to do that the same way. So I started wearing protective styles in my hair and going home with protective styles. So my mom just never really like mentioned a perm because it had been so long. Of just every time I came home, I had a new stylist. So there wasn't a reason for her to mention it. And then I had mentioned again to my mom, like, going natural, and she went crazy over that. So that was just another one of those moments where just like, I just had to break down at that point. Cause I was just like, in what part of my life do I have control over if I can't even like make decisions on my own about my hair? Like, where's the control at? I don't know how my little brother did it, but he had a conversation with her, and she ended up having a change of heart and saying, yeah, fine, you can do it, but you can big chop your senior year of high school. I was a freshman. I was not waiting that long. All I needed was the A-OK, and that's all I heard. I'm wearing all these protective styles, and then when I'm not wearing protective styles and I just have my hair out, I was doing like braid outs and bantu knots in order to blend the two textures. So literally I transitioned for, how long did I transition? I think I transitioned for a little over a year. And during that whole time, I was so afraid that the permed ends would start breaking off and my hair would start looking crazy. But lucky for me, my hair is so thick that I didn't have to worry about that. It's just that when my hair was wet, you could definitely see the difference in the two textures. And you could feel like the difference in strength and health between the two textures. When it came to transitioning, literally like detangling my hair, styling, all of that was complicated just because when you're dealing with two different textures, it puts you through a lot, okay? A lot. And I was just like trying to figure out, like I basically had new hair. Like I was just getting used to the perm and actually being able to style it and take care of it myself. And now on top of that, I have a new texture coming in at the roots that I also have to tend to very, very, very carefully, especially if I want my hair to end up very healthy and to be like very thick and just shiny and healthy the way I picture my natural hair to be. Come sophomore year, I go and I big chop my hair. So it's literally like the first semester of my sophomore year, and I'm looking at all the progress from transitioning, and I'm like, you know what? Like, I don't think I can wait anymore. Like, what am I waiting for? I'm ready to see my natural hair now. All of these perm ends, like everything, it's just not working for me. Like, I don't like it, don't want it. I order hair scissors off of Amazon, and the day that they came in, I was not planning on big chopping my hair. I was gonna wait till the weekend. And then it turns into like I go through the day and it ends up being like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm so excited that the scissors have come. I'm like, bro, I'm not about to wait. I want to cut my hair now. And I literally got up at 3 something in the morning. I think it was 3 something. I got up and big chopped my hair. I cut it all off. Y'all, before I did it, like, my thought wasn't, oh my God, like, how am I gonna feel after about my hair? Like, oh my God. My thought was, bro, I finally get to only have like my natural hair. Like, that's mad exciting. Like, I couldn't cut my hair any faster. That's how excited I was. So it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I have class the next day. And I'm cutting my hair off. Like, all that perm is getting thrown in the trash. And once again, if I have pictures, you guys will see them. But that's when I truly felt free. Like how I told y'all, when I got my perm, I felt like, wow, like I really have freedom now. No, baby. When I cut off that perm, that's when I truly have freedom, guys. I started getting treated different. Like, I started getting like known on campus for just like my natural hair and the way that I take care of it. I started creating content based off of my natural hair. It was just a lot. Like, my hair was super healthy, super curly and coily and thick and just beautiful. Like, oh my gosh, my natural hair, y'all, when I say I loved my natural hair, I really did. So now that my perm is gone, I really have, space and room to move the way I want to when it comes to my hair, and I can finally do those natural hairstyles that I was doing on my permed hair, but now they have a chance of coming out the way I really want them to look because now my hair is natural. So that's what I was doing. I was washing my hair myself every other week. That stays the routine, y'all. That does not change for me. I was washing my hair every other week, and I was detangling my hair, I was conditioning my hair, deep conditioning, I was braiding, twisting, whatever you call, like whatever style you could think of. I was just trying my best, and it was working, and the people were loving it, and I was getting like requests to do certain type of content when it came to my hair. Like, the girlies wanted the tips and the advice, and they wanted me to do their hair, and I felt amazing. Like, it really felt like it was my space to be in, if that makes sense. And my hair just started growing and literally just flourishing. Now, here comes junior year, COVID-19, and we're in quarantine, so now I'm back home in Philly. And I get hit up by my friend Jasmine, but she wasn't my friend at the time. She was literally just a stranger, but I get hit up by my friend Jasmine to work with this company called Monet that sells organic and vegan, like natural hair and skincare products. And I take on the opportunity and start creating content for them and using their products. And y'all, my hair changed forever. Like, whatever they put in those products was crack, because I'm gonna need some more. Like, oh my gosh, if I was still working for them, y'all, the advertising that I would be doing in this video would go crazy, because really that girl. But my hair transformed. Like, I remember in COVID, when COVID had started, I went through one night where I was trying to deep condition up my hair. And usually when I deep condition my hair, I keep the deep condition in overnight. So that's what I was doing. But when I woke up, my curls were gone. if y'all want a story time on that and what I went through with moisture overload and how I overcame that, let me know. I will give you guys a separate story time. But Monet really helped me get out of that situation, and my hair was just growing and thriving even better than it was before, and it was already doing like amazing. So that just gave it an enhancement that made like me kind of feel irresistible to my hair. Like I just loved my hair so much, y'all. Now, also during quarantine, while I'm working with Monet, I'm watching a lot of lock content and spirituality. I think it started off with curiosity in spirituality, and then it led into locks. And I'm like, oh, locks are really cute. I'd get them when I'm like 40. And then my senior year comes, and senior year, after quarantine, I found that a lot of times I was wearing my hair in mini twists for convenience. I just thought it was cute. It was very convenient. I didn't want my hands in my hair as often anymore. So I was wearing mini twists a lot, and I ended up dyeing my hair. And with the dye in, wearing mini twists still. So that was like a tall, what is it? A tell-all sign? It was a sign, and I remember going to Miami with mini twists in my hair, and I just got to do everything I wanted to do. I didn't have to worry about my hair. I got in the pool, y'all. Like, I was not worried about anything. I just had a ball, and because of all of that freedom and convenience and just how free I felt, I came back to campus after that Miami trip and was just like, I'm gonna just lock it now. And I literally went through, like, I washed my hair and everything and just undid every twist and just retwisted it and started my lock journey. And that was August 1st/2nd of 2021 when I started my locks. So I had big chopped my hair September of 2018 and ended up locking my hair August of 2021. So I had my loose natural hair out for a month short of 3 years before I locked my hair. Yeah, so I ended up locking my hair literally 2 or 3 months after I graduated college. So most of my time in college, I was natural. So I started off college with my perm freshman year, big chop sophomore year, and then locking after graduation. Now, when it comes to locks, y'all, this has been a completely separate journey for me when it comes to my hair and loving myself and just that self-acceptance. I went through a lot with my hair just from childhood to now, and locking my hair was an experience within itself. Like literally me being a loose natural versus my experience with my locks. And I've had my locks now for less time than I had my loose natural hair out, but there's a really, really big difference in just my experience with my confidence when it comes to both, and just that self-love and that growth and that self-care. Like, if you guys want a story on that too, just leave a comment down below and I will make sure to deliver that. But now we're here. It's been two locks. It's been 2 years since I've locked my hair, and y'all can see like the hair is healthy. She's healthy. It's 2023, y'all. I've only retwisted my hair like 3 times this year. I have been lazy, but we're gonna improve on that because we have styles and looks that we want to do in the future. I don't know how long I plan on keeping my locks in. I just know I never plan to return to a perm. Some future hairstyles I've thought of getting a low cut in the future, like just cutting off all my hair and experiencing a low cut. I've thought of having like really short natural hair that is heat trained, like wearing it straight most of the time, although I don't really like heat damaged looks. I was thinking like of going natural again, like combing out my locks and just being a loose natural again, or even just like combing out my locks and starting a new fresh set of locks with like a different size maybe or style. I don't know, but I have plans, so I need to take care of my hair if I want those plans to work out. I think I'm gonna wrap it up now for my hair journey, y'all. Like, it's been 2 years of locks. Y'all can see how healthy the hair is. And like I told y'all before, if you guys want a story time on just my lock journey in itself and just everything I've been through these past 2 years, then I will certainly deliver that for you guys. Whoever requested my hair journey, thank you. And I will see you guys next week. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me on Instagram, the TikToks, And maybe I'll start posting some YouTube shorts for you guys too. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. I will see you all next week. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, or I better be posting this before Thanksgiving. And yeah, have a great rest of your day. Bye, everybody.